academic activities. Representatives of the 6 universities are in Banjul to discuss the progress made during the agreement was signed some 12 months ago. Louis Mendy has more on the development. If expanded, has the potential to regenerate Africa.
Gambia and 5 others within Africa, including the Great Ilori University of Nigeria, reached an agreement that is expected to permit joint academic and educational activities among them. The Bondo University College of Kenya, the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, Cape Town, South Africa, the Kwara State University of Nigeria, and the University of Cape Coast, Ghana are the 4 others part of the establishment called the U6. The 6 universities are expected to cooperate in a variety of joint academic and educational activities, including organizing, promoting, and coordinating long and short-term faculty and student exchange and other academic activities.
The principal objective is to bring all these 6 universities together and devise a way of promoting research, promoting staff exchange, promote student exchange, and then increase access to higher education, especially at postgraduate level.
The leadership of the 6 universities are with the conviction that the cooperation will not only help the individual universities strengthen their academic entities, but will eventually bring African universities together, thereby contributing their quota to the development of the long-exploited and violated African continent, not only divided into political units, but sustained by the generality of Africans who are said to have denied themselves the genuine culture of their people.
The coming together of these of Africa is, to me, as a person who believes that education should be used to redirect the political leadership of Africa. It is a good thing that it has happened, and I want to believe that with more commitment and passion from the leadership of the 6 universities, we will be able to do more.
The 6 universities agreed to make special efforts individually and in concert to secure appropriate financing from private, state, provincial, national, and international sources to support.
Well, time now to take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at other news. Stay tuned in.
Uhuru, more than a tablet.
RLG, proudly yours.
Nice ad. Welcome back. The White House is weighing its options on Syria after allegations that Assad regime is using chemical weapons on civilians. Within days, the U.S. will make decision on how to tackle the Syrian situation, and that includes military intervention. As we hear in this report by Chris Lawrence, Russia is still insisting that military intervention is wrong.
Detailed options, and the administration is already making the case for taking action against Syria.
President Obama believes there must be accountability for those who would use the world's most heinous weapons against the world's most vulnerable people.
Secretary of State John Kerry accused the Assad regime of gassing its own people and called it
moral obscenity.
If the president gives the order, a senior defense official says 4 Navy destroyers in the Mediterranean Sea could execute a mission within hours. U.S. and British submarines are also likely nearby, all armed with cruise missiles. The extremely accurate Tomahawks can be fired from 500 miles away with an ability to change course in mid-flight. The potential targets include the delivery systems that can be used to launch weapons, militia training camps being run by Bashar al-Assad, and most importantly, the Syrian government's command and control centers. The options are not designed to overthrow Assad's government, but send a message and deter any further use of chemical weapons, President Obama's red line.
And any time you throw down a diplomatic gauntlet, your words have repercussions.
The president is under some pressure to back up his own ultimatum. And while the U.S. is consulting with allies, officials say it may not need a formal coalition to execute the response. Chris Lawrence, CNN, The Pentagon.
Oh. And before we go, reminder of our headlines. President Jammeh has led tribute to Dr. Babagana Ahmadu, the outgoing FAO country representative who ends his 5-year spell in the Gambia. The University of the Gambia and 5 other African universities have joined forces to expand cooperation in promoting and coordinating long and short-term faculty and student exchange programs and other academic activities. White House is weighing its options in tackling the crisis in Syria after it confirmed that the Assad regime is using chemical weapons on civilians in Damascus. That's all in this edition of the news. Thank you very much for your time. Inshallah, we'll be back at 2200 hours with more news. Meanwhile, enjoy GRTS.
In the first new season, focusing entirely on the country's natural balance. I'll be journeying to a flourishing woodland in the middle of a major township. It's almost impossible to miss the Nyambai forest in its location at the edge of the road in the West Coast region. Join the expedition on a day's exploration, sampling summer's thrilling effect on the natural world in just a moment. Expedition in the Gambia. Expedition in the Gambia.
It's also educative.
Expedition in the Gambia. A sunny day in the West Coast region, perfect for anyone searching for an engaging exploration of the many delights abounding in this exciting province. For the roving traveler looking for immediate adventure within natural surroundings, the Nyambaya forest is perhaps a good stop.